So, have you ever just found yourself like mindlessly staring into the fridge at 11 p.m.? Or maybe you're endlessly doom scrolling on your phone and you feel totally disconnected from your own actions?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it feels less like a choice and more like your body is it's running on complete autopilot.
Exactly. And welcome back, by the way. This is episode 3 in our deep dive series on Dr. Daniel Amen's book, You Happier.
Yeah, and today we're really getting into the biology of discipline because it is an incredibly common experience to just lose control like that.
Right. But the mistake we make is framing that lack of discipline as a fundamental character flaw. We beat ourselves up.
We really do.
Yeah.
We assume we just lack the moral fortitude to stop, but we need to start treating late-night cravings as physical engineering problems.
A physical engineering problem. I like that.
Yeah, because when you realize the brain's just a physical organ subject to, well, mechanical limitations, a lot of this behavioral mystery just vanishes.
Okay, so break that down for us. What kind of mechanical limitations are we talking about here?
Well, it starts with processing speed. Sensory information from the outside world flies into your nervous system at roughly 270 miles per hour.
Wow, 270 miles an hour.
Right, it's incredibly fast. And that data doesn't smoothly arrive at your logical analytical centers first. It immediately hits the limbic system.
Which is the emotional center, right?
Exactly. It's ancient, it's fast, and it is entirely unconscious.
So it's essentially a biological bandwidth issue. The limbic system processes that raw data instantly, and our prefrontal cortex, the slower analytical part, is literally just outrun.
Precisely. It is physically incapable of intercepting the signal before the emotion hits. The limbic system has already assigned a value to that experience, like good, bad, safe, dangerous, before conscious thought even boots up.
Which I guess explains the crucial biological difference between wanting something and liking something, because we use those words interchangeably all the time.
We do, yeah.
Mm.
But structurally, they are entirely different chemical systems fighting for resources. Liking is a conscious, present tense state.
Like when you're actually enjoying a really good meal.
Right, right. In that moment, you're experiencing a wash of serotonin and endorphins. Wanting, on the other hand, is a massive, unconscious, dopamine-driven anticipation engine.
Ah, so dopamine doesn't reward you for having something.
Exactly, it compels you to go get it. The brain is constantly running algorithms to predict future rewards rather than reacting to what's happening right now.
That makes so much sense. So how does that wiring play out in real life?
Well, think about handing a toddler a glowing screen to stop a tantrum. In that moment, the child experiences a conscious like of the bright, flashing colors.
Sure, they're distracted and happy for a second.
But beneath the surface, the dopamine system is registering a sequence. Stress occurs, green appears, relief follows.
Oh, wow. So you're building a structural dependency there. The child isn't just enjoying a cartoon, their biology is writing an automated script for how to resolve discomfort.
Exactly. And since research shows up to 95% of our cognitive activity happens in the unconscious mind, that script just runs endlessly in the background.
95%. That is wild.
It is. No wonder sheer willpower fails us so often. You can't outmuscle an automated reflex with brute force.
So what do you do? I mean, how can you possibly fight an urge generated by a system you aren't even aware of?
Well, you have to mechanically interrupt the circuit. And your best tool for that is your prefrontal cortex.
Our executive brake pedal.
Right. It makes up about 30% of your brain's volume, but you have to manually engage it. So when you feel an overwhelming craving, you need to force a cognitive pause.
Like right in the middle of the craving.
Yes, mid-craving. You just pause and ask yourself, am I actually enjoying this, or is my dopamine system just running an outdated script?
Oh, I love that. Because by forcing a complex analytical question, you're requiring the prefrontal cortex to pull metabolic power away from the limbic system.
Exactly. You are literally starving the impulse of its electrical current. You drag the behavior out of the unconscious shadow and into the conscious light.
It takes the shame entirely out of the equation. You realize you are not stuck with the brain you have.
You're really not. You can physically rewire these pathways by repeatedly shifting blood flow back to your executive center.
So instead of fighting your own character, you're just managing your hardware. Next time you reach for your phone or open that snack drawer, hit the brakes and force a system reboot.
Just a quick pause can really change everything.
But it does make you wonder if 95% of our cognitive activity is unconscious and our modern digital world is explicitly engineered to trigger that exact dopamine reflex, how much of your daily personality is actually yours?
Yeah, and how much is just a corporate programmed response? It's a deeply unsettling but necessary question to ask yourself.
Definitely keep that in mind next time you feel the urge to keep scrolling. Like and subscribe to get notified about the next episode.